Grab an adult beverage. Get ready to be entertained. Welcome to the show. CTD is behind the mic. Get ready to go. We don't gotta get wasted. Welcome to the show. But it might be fun if we did. CTD is behind the mic. We don't gotta get wasted. Welcome to the show. But it might be fun if we did. CTD is behind the mic. Hey! All the cars outside my house, they look like there's a meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's funny 'cause none of us are sober. We don't gotta get wasted. Welcome to the show. But it might be fun if we did. CTD is behind the mic. Oh, we don't gotta get wasted. Welcome to the show. But it might be fun if we did. CTD is behind the mic. I'm back on my bullshit. My boys are back too. No rest for the wicked. 'Cause we're going out soon. For tonight, I'm forgetting that tomorrow's Monday. I know it's only the weekend, but my mom is praying for me. We don't gotta get wasted. Welcome to the show. But it might be fun if we did. CTD is behind the mic. Oh, we don't gotta get wasted. Welcome to the show. But it might be fun if we did. CTD is behind the mic.
That's right, the great one, CTD, that's me. Critically Thinking and Drinking is behind the microphone, if you will. We'll throw in a little French. Not sure that's accurate. I can't back that up. Welcome aboard, everyone. Last minute, let's do a CTD for funsies. I'm kind of feeling it, man. I'm a trumpet player. I am appealing to all the musicians that may or may not be out in the audience tonight. Make sure to say hi in the YouTube and X chat. We are live at both locations and happy to be doing so. So now, it's a little bit of an experiment. I don't know what's going to happen to my YouTube stream. My X should be okay. We will be watching some videos that, are not on my channel, not original content. So we'll find out together what's going to happen. So I'm a trumpet player, love the instrument, have played for decades. It's a lot of fun. It's the hardest instrument to play. I got to be honest, unless you play it constantly, it is always fighting against you, but man, is it rewarding. I want to share with you tonight some really great videos that I think you're going to enjoy and have fun watching and listening to. And maybe my takes on it will sway you to pick up not only the trumpet, or maybe you played another instrument at some time. Or, you know what? I always wanted to play the trumpet. Let's give it a go. Whatever the case may be, I am behind the mic tonight delivering podcast greatness. Welcome to CTD Experience. I'm critically thinking and drinking. G'day. How you going? Happy Friday night, or even, well, Saturday morning, if you're on the East Coast. We are up late tonight having fun and getting after it. Okay, so this, when I took trumpet in like middle school, high school, college, then quit, right? A lot of people would argue the point or acknowledge the point that once you leave school, it's hard to be plugged into a band. Why keep playing? Blah, 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 blah. Well, this guy got me back into playing. He plays the national anthem. His name is Adam Rapper. All right. He's playing the national anthem here. He's so good. This is many years ago. He now has his own trumpet line. Lotus Trumpets. That's right. He has his own trumpet line. He's that good. Adam Rappa, one of the most technically proficient trumpet players in the world. Just ask me, I'll tell you. And you're going to hear why. Towards the end of the song, he's going to hit a high F, which is above high C. And it's this beautiful vibrato. Oh my God. Listen for yourselves. This is how great a trumpet can sound. It's a Monet trumpet on that. So very beautiful, really well done. One of the finest trumpets. And here is Adam, one of the finest, most technical trumpet players in the world. You combine the two and you get this beautiful national anthem.
To close Texas Stadium and honor that tradition. Tonight, please welcome American Airlines featured entertainer, Adam Rappa, to play our national anthem.
Okay, so real quick, just so you know, he's like, I'm a little sharp. Let me adjust my tuning slide while I'm playing. Dude, he's a savage.
Well, we had a chance.
Okay, I've realized my mic's been on mute, so I apologize. Still getting used to this software. I'm so sorry, guys. So yeah, that was Adam Rappa. That was in the time that we've been listening to national anthems with the World Cup soccer, all that going on. It's been super wonderful to hear great national anthems and Adam knocking it out of the park there. One of the great examples several years ago of him doing that. Now we're going to stick with Adam, okay? We're going to stick with Adam. Here he's playing with the Belgian brass over in Europe. Okay, he's doing the clarinet concerto number 2, and this has got a little bit of length. This is a little bit longer, about 8.5 minutes. We'll pause. I want to before we play this and we comment as we go throughout, what I want to say is this is him playing a Monet trumpet. Okay. So he's playing a Monet trumpet, 4 valves. Now, most trumpets are 3. This is 4. It's a beast. It's a monster. It takes a real somebody his level to make it sound this good. Higher register, all that stuff. He's going to snipe high Fs. And you're like, what's going on here? How do I do that? That's unbelievable. Before I play this, guys and gals, as you're listening to this on YouTube, on X, please, if you comment, I'm happy to bring up your comment as such, where I can welcome you in as I have here. So I can interact with your comments. Happy to bring them up. Make sure to say hi if you would like to do so. And as we go on, there's some really, now this is far from exhaustive. We can only, do so much in one go here, but we've got some great trumpet playing in store. So here's Adam Rappa with the Belgian Brass Clarinet Concerto Numero Dos. All right, so first and foremost, just wait. His first note, he's sniping a high F above high C. Hold on one second. I love that they're including a drum set, eh? So you got like the brass, you got the trumpets, you got the trombones, you've got the tuba right here. Maybe that's a baritone actually, but you got a trap set behind all of that. It's really nice. Hold on, not to be outdone. The xylophone player right here. I love it. Dude. Hold on. It's just like butter. And I'll let it rip. So you see the 4 valves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I was able to really honk on those low notes. Like, I don't know how well it's coming through for you guys, but the sound of that trumpet, it's like such a rich and velvety sound. It's just unbelievable. Put in your headset, your headphones if you want for this stuff. So you're seeing where he's like pressing down on the fourth fret, right? So he's pressing down just a honk on those low notes, clearly. You know what's funny is Yamaha's over here advertising, but Adam at the time is the absolute poster boy from the net trumpets. So as we're looking around, this is probably a C trumpet, if I had to guess, or B flat, right? This is a piccolo trumpet. Can't stand it. You got the trombones, timpani, you've got the drums, you've got, I think there might be a French horn, if I had to guess. Or no, that's a baritone tuba player. Then you've got French horn here, probably there, and then trumpets on the ends. A lot of trumpets. Yes, 2 French horn players right here. You can see them on the left. I mean, they're so crystal. They're clear, but there's a sweetness. If you're listening, there's a real sweetness to the high notes here. You don't always get that from hardly anybody else, man. Adam is just in a league of his own. His tone is just, there's such a sweetness. It's like, I want to bite into this apple and it's going to be juicy and it's going to be sweet and just tasty. And that's what his tone sounds like to me. What about you guys? Say something in the comments if you'd like. So as we look at his embouchure, I want to talk about that for a second here. His embouchure, there's not a whole lot of movement. As he goes higher, the smile, like the corners of the mouth go back, but there's not a lot of movement here. And that's what you want, honestly. The least amount of movement in a trumpet embouchure, a good one. It's really high, There's low. There's not a lot. Now you can see that he's wetting his mouthpiece here. He's putting his tongue in. There's people that like dry embouchures, and there's people that like wet. So he likes a little bit of wet embouchure when he touches and plays on the mouthpiece. I'm like half. It doesn't need to be, sopping wet or whatever, but a little bit of dryness helps your lips grab the mouthpiece and really be able to do what you want to do with your embouchure. Dude, you don't even know how hard this is. You have no, dude. Trumpet players unite. How hard? Oh my God! This. Oh my God! Let's revisit that run way down low to a. So he's like, he's gonna honk with the fourth valve down. There it is. You can see a little bit of relief on his face because, damn, this is hot. That's the xylophone guy had his moment finally. Hold on. Let's make sure he. Oh my God, that slur. Right up there. So gorgeous. Ooh, that is sexy. I don't even know. All right, so this is a trumpet teachable moment here. As he's doing all this wildness, right? He's down low, middle up high, he's jumping all over the place. So you've got like the cheek muscles, you've got the embouchure down here. Do you know how many muscles in the face? And never mind what the tongue is doing for airflow, and then down here, bringing up the airflow, keeping the body at peace as much as possible to play as efficiently as possible, because that's how you pop those high notes out. But also don't wear yourself out in the meantime. So much cool shit going on here, guys. It's really fun to be able to point it out. Hopefully you're finding it interesting. Dudes and dudettes. Hold on. There's a feature here. Hold on. I gotta find it. I'm still learning this place. All right. So bear with me here. Media assets and intensive hits. And again. Oh, guys and gals, boys and girls, man, that was outstanding. That was outstanding. So that's Adam Rappa. We watched him play the national anthem, and then we watched him play this, the with the Belgian brass, that concerto number 2. I mean, that is a monster. That is a real monster to be able to play. And hopefully, me pointing these things out is helpful to you. And again, if you'd like to say something in the YouTube chat, in the X chat, I'm happy to bring it up, just like I have. Me saying hi on YouTube, me saying hi on X. Welcome on in. We're glad to have everybody. And if you are not following me already, give it a consideration on YouTube and on X. I just reached over 100 followers on YouTube. Super glad about that. But as we truck along, we're going to move to another group. There is no waste. This is another European group, okay? Monozil Brass, Mnozil, Monozil Brass. They're sextet, right? 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's 2 trumpet players. There's like a baritone player. There's 2 trombones and a tuba player. Oh my God. And sometimes it's even 3 trumpet players, depending on the instrument they pick up. Dude, there is no waste. There is nothing going on in their music. They're like, well, they should do that better. It's like listening to watching a Quentin Tarantino movie. Watching, like, for instance, you go to and watch Pulp Fiction, there's no waste. Every part of the scene that's shot, or ounce of dialogue in it, there is no waste. It's all beautiful. It's all done. It's all adding. And you can say the same thing about them. Now, they have a great sense of humor. This video is probably a decade or 15 years old at this point. It's called At the Movies. Super fun. Super fun. These guys are so good, so talented. Thomas Gaunch, it's called the Gaunch horn. It's actually, the bell is, what do you call? It's bent because of its sense of humor. So anyways, this is Monozil Brass playing At the Movies. I think you guys are going to love this. 8:45 is, and we'll stop along the way. I give my input. Let me just make sure that we are still up and running on YouTube. We are. Okay. So they haven't killed my stream or anything. Again, learning the ways of the Force, the YouTube Force. Been on X. So I've got, a healthy amount of followers, 67,000, something like that. But building YouTube, we're glad everyone's here. All 47 checking it out. Again, say hi in the chat. Happy to show off. No, that's a banner. Hold on. Let me get, see, I'm new at this. So happy to show off your comment. We can talk back and forth. Okay, here we are. Monozil Brass at the Movies. Enjoy. So again, these guys have a great sense of humor and just fucking top notch. Okay, so this is not a piston trumpet. Blanking shit. No, this is a piston. Oh, I'm forgetting the terminology. I'm so sorry. Anyways, so this trumpet is more of a concert trumpet. Instead of pressing the valves down, you're noticing his right hand, there's a different system. It's very not used by many musicians, but this guy does. It's a very kind of bright, clean, clear type sound that he gets. You'll hear. So as they're going along, if you're in the chat, how many movie themes are they doing? Name them off if you know them. Oh, come on. That one's easy. You know that one, guys. Oh, I think we got this one too. Now, I got to be honest. I'm not sure why he's cupping his trumpet there. There's no mute. It's not jazz. Other than to make himself not project as much. That's all he could be doing really right here. Hold on, I gotta say, just that like lead trumpet, like wow, you kind of rip it. That's kind of how you'd say. That's what Gaunch is doing right here. Like da da, you hear wow. That's what he's doing. It's just badass. Little choreography. I mean, all of his articulations are so clean. I mean, they are, everyone's are, right? But just so clean and crisp. It's beautiful. Again, his embouchure is not moving a ton, and it's not meant to be. It's safe to say he's got things figured out. I mean, those, it's not like you're hearing, it's like when you watch a scene on a movie, military scene in the cemetery, when the firing squad, they all fire together, right? It's not like you hear one gun before the other. It's not like ba-bang, ba-bang. No, it's like bang. It's all one. That's what's going on here with these trombones, man. Dude. You have no idea how much time and practice just went into those two notes. Okay, so here's the Gaunch horn. This is what I was talking about. So here's Thomas Gaunch. Now this, what are we saying? Trumpet bell, right? Comes back around, loops, they all do. But now instead of being straight, right, it dips down comically. Here. It's wild. Dude. My God. Again, I know these guys have a sense of humor and they're playing like at the movie songs, but the technique, the musicianship of Minozo Brass here, second to none. So good, so good, so good. Oh my God, it's amazing. Again, they're German, so they're speaking not English.
Der Acker und das Feld ist alles wohl bedacht, der Tag und auch die Nacht ist alles wohl bedacht, der Tag und auch und steigt aus grüner Au die Lerchens Himmelsblau, bringt sie in schönster Weis, dem Schöpfer Dank und Preis, bringt sie in schönster Weis, dem Schöpfer Dank und Preis. Ja, 7 Tage lang sich Gott.
I do have to know how badly this guy may or may not regret that. What do you call it? Soul patch. It's like if Chris Hemsworth played the trumpet.
Und hat dann uns gestellt in diese schöne Welt.
Okay, I don't know if they're going to sing more or what. Yeah, it's just that. Okay, so that was Minozo Brass, guys. Man, they are so good, so talented, and a good bit of what we wanted to go over tonight, just talking about how you can have, like, there's different kinds of music. That's what I'm showing tonight. You can play classical, you can play the national anthem, you can do something like that where you do everything and choreograph and have a great time. Music, and I'm going to show you, especially when we get to James last, really, there's no boundaries to what you can do and what fun you can have while doing it. So we're going to take a brief break. I'm glad everyone is here. If you are watching on YouTube, feel free to say hello. If you're watching on X, feel free to also say hello. We are going to take a brief break. I can put your comments up. Let's interact. But this is going to be a video on both platforms, YouTube and X. Welcome aboard. Glad everyone is here. But we are going to take a brief break, and we will be back shortly.
Right now the moment's made for two. So let it move through me and you. Let loose. Let the night come alive. Let loose. Feel that heartbeat drive. No deadlines. No cold blue screens. Just us. And a little time between. Let loose. Let the music rise. Let loose. Under neon skies. We can laugh. We can dance. We can breathe. Baby, that's what we came here to need. Hey! The weekend is here, let loose. And for a little while, we do.
Welcome back, everyone, from break. We are glad you are here. If you enjoyed that song, man, I've got my own album on X. It is for my subscribers on X, 8 quarters, $2. Will gain you access to all of that for free tonight. I did make a new song, put it out on the timeline so you could get a feel for my music making chops, and hopefully you'll enjoy. There's probably, I don't know, 13, 14 songs at this point. About 11 are behind the subscriber, paywall. So come on out to X. We're also watching Tombstone on Saturday, which is tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and X Space Watch Party. We do a lot of really fun stuff around here. Speaking of fun stuff, now we're going to watch some Freddie Hubbard. Now we're going to rewind back to the 70s, man. This is awesome. Really good stuff. And if you are on X or YouTube and want to say hello in this chat, I can be sure to bring your comments up and say hello as such. Welcome in, everyone. So here's Freddie Hubbard. Ooh, boy, we are going to have a little bit of fun here. This is Freddie Hubbard and the Alan Ferguson Big Band. What's cool about this, you are going to see somebody playing the trumpet in this video later on in another video. Here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2,
Let me stop it here. I don't know if it's the trumpet angle. The angle of the camera, the trumpet is actually a bigger bell. I got to say, I think it's a bigger bell than most trumpets. His trumpet here. It's not a normal size. So it's a little more for jazz, a little bit. It's not going to, you're not going to play that in an orchestra. You can hear there's like a thicker tone to it. It's not a bright, like we heard in the last song with Minoza Brass. First, hold on. How happy is this guy? I could actually make this. Hold on. That I would make that my profile pic if I could. He's just having. Oh, we're getting into that part, right? These are studio musicians. These cats are the best at what they do. You have no idea how many times you've heard all of them play, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a movie. Just it's bananas how much you don't know you've heard these guys. And if they're having a good time, we're having a good time. Also, how comfortable do these clothes look? Whether it's Freddie or this guy or anyone else. I mean, just like the wizard sleeves there. I mean, come on, this is awesome. If you're not tapping your feet at least a little bit right now, there's something wrong. So I'm going to back up just a smidge. Here's your chance to commence bobbing your head, tapping your foot, clapping it, something. So he makes it look so easy to hit those notes. Don't be fooled. It actually is or should be that easy to hit notes on the trumpet. It's when people like put on a performance on their face. It's like, oh, the more relaxed you are, the more at ease you are. You know, you've got certain things working. But man, it should not be a performative art to hit high notes. We're going to stop it right here. So I want you to remember this face. Remember this face. You're going to see it later. I'm trying to look at what mouthpiece he's using. I don't know if it's like the cone one that helps you get range. It's hard to see. I think it looks like it's a shallower mouthpiece, so it can hit all those higher notes with ease rather than working for it, wearing yourself out doing that. Hold on, there we go. So that actually I may be wrong. Might be at like a 7C or 5C if I had to guess. Probably not a 3, but I'm not sure. Talking about a Bach. Most likely back then there was a Bach mouthpiece. Oh my God. How fun is this, man? We are so glad that you are here with us tonight. I'm CTD, your lovable, harmless little fuzzball of a host here on the CTD experience, the critically thinking and drinking experience. That's what we're at. So with this new, can I show you the background, right? So this new 2.0 setup we have using StreamYard, having some friends on. I had Guys of Shock on. We did, what was it? We did Assassin's Creed Black Flag Racing. Got some shorts up of that. Got the whole thing up on YouTube and on X. Did a conversation with Mike DiMercurio, fiction sub-author, former submarine officer, where we talk submarine culture and we talked about movies, right? What are the good ones or the most realistic, etc. And then we also had summer movie review. We did at the beginning of summer with Michael De La Morte, voice actor and Guys of Shock. The Guys of Shock, I also did the Black Flag. He's a good bud, man. CTD experience with. Man, we went and did a lot of stuff that was so cool. We're talking about summer movie reviews, May through July. So check out either on X or on YouTube. Those vids, lots of stuff. YouTube channel reinvigorated. Got over 100 followers tonight. So I'm grateful for that. We're glad that it's chugging forward. Okay, so I did not have this on the bucket list, but this has produced itself as the next video after the one we just watched. Okay, so this one is bittersweet for me to watch because I think he is so talented, but it's like he's out for the highest bidder. He'll play Yamaha, he'll play Carol Brass, he'll play whatever instrument that they kind of pay him to play. And what I want to show you here, this is Andrea Giuffretti. This guy's he's an Italian, super beautiful. Ooh, I like that. Nope, that hides it. Still playing around. All right. Andrea Giuffretti, this guy is massively talented. He has a song, it's called Caruso. Beautiful. It's like an immigrant kind of song. You're going to see him play. But here he is on a Monet trumpet. This is the one I have, a Monet. Beautiful. Mine, instead of a brass bell like he has here, mine's bronze. So it's like a heavier, darker sound. Mine is. But you can tell by the finger buttons, Monet, the mouthpiece, Monet. I mean, it's just everything about Monet's equipment is super superior. Whether it's just the mouthpiece for your normal trumpet or you go in all kit and caboodle for the product, it's all handmade, it's beautiful. So you'll hear there's a velvety, beautiful, thick sound to everything that he does as he plays. You'll see. I'm going to try not to pause a whole lot, but I will if I feel like I should insert something because I want to add value here to our time together, not just listen to music, but as a trumpet player myself, for those of you, all 86 of you joining live, feel free to say something in the chat on YouTube or on X. Happy to interact. If you have questions, comments, or demands, let me know. Free shot on goal. But I want to make sure to add value here because what we're talking about, I mean, these guys are monster trumpet players. These guys have done it a minute. This is their life. This is a life's work. the master craftsman. So that's why I'm playing this. This is Crusoe. This is one of my favorites. Beautiful, beautiful song. Enjoy. Here's Andrea Giuffretti on his Monet P3S. You hear that, like, that thick, smoky tone? Yeah. Yeah. So you hear how he can get like that bright sound out of it, right? It's like thick and smoke and then bright. So it's like a versatile jazz trumpet. It's very interesting in the way, in the composition of the metals. Sound as big as a house. And again, I'll note, right? He's got a good bit of facial hair here, mustache. You're not seeing a good bit of movement in his embouchure. I pointed that out along the way. It's really important. Now, I also will say it looks like he's got more of the mouthpiece on the upper lip instead of even. Wynton Marsalis is really big on having the mouthpiece even Steven, 50% on the top lip, 50% on the bottom. But you can see, I think he favors a little bit more towards the top, which is interesting. It's also of note that he actually plays, instead, if it was like straight from his mouth, it'd be like the bell would be going this direction, right? But instead, it's going straight out. So he plays, it's like, maybe, what do we say, like a 15 or 20 degree angle from his mouth. So he might have an underbite going on. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, not to break up the moment, but I'm, again, not trying to play a music video and like, next, dude, we'll back it up just a hair. I'm trying to put my words together here. The sound, the tone, everything about him is just so big, bold, beautiful, present, right? It's a total package. But I will argue, there's a timbre here you don't hear in other trumpets. You don't hear it in other trumpets. There's something going on. You guys, those of you with your mouthpieces, your headphones on, opine if you hear the difference, right? What we've been playing, and I understand different video qualities of different audio qualities of the YouTube videos, but there's something going on here that's pretty special. So something I'll point out about moonette trumpets is the spit valve. So this right here is the spit valve. And what's cool about it, normally on other trumpets, it's like there's a lever, right? You press it and the cork moves away. This is like a button you press and it gets you spit out of there. It's pretty cool, actually. I mean, go listen to this yourself, right? I'm not playing this just to not say anything. He's just gorgeous. Alfred just crushing it. Giuffretti, Caruso. It doesn't get much better than that. I'm not going to lie. That is so awesome. That is so good, man. Oh, Alfred running the board there. It's like a billiards player. They just grabbed the stick. They just hustled you. You look at him, he looks a little disheveled. He's not shaven, whatever. He's not wearing a tie. This dude, by the way, is dressed how I'd love to play. Just no tie, nothing constricting the neck as you're playing. Just have a good time, right? And just fucking kill it. So that's what we're doing here tonight, is just having a good time, watching some trumpet players. I'm so happy to share my knowledge with you. If you guys have any questions, comments, or demands, well, I'm live. If you're listening to this after, please leave a reply on YouTube or on X, and I shall do my best to respond to it. Now we are going to come to watching someone who's basically the godfather of lead trumpet. All right, this guy not only, right, goes up into the stratosphere in the trumpet, makes everyone that doesn't play trumpet with a little bit of an ego want to play trumpet, and grows our ego because we can then hit high notes. But not only does he hit high notes, okay, but Maynard Ferguson weaponized, to quote James Morrison, the trumpet player, the Aussie, weaponized the upper register. So he is known for Gotta Fly Now, right? From Rocky. This is his jam. This is his bread and butter. This is from 1977. All right. So this is when this song is as hot as it's ever going to be. Maynard Ferguson doing the round with his band, who are all savages as well, by the way, and just having a great time. So it's my pleasure. If you've never heard Maynard Ferguson, and actually Monette has a trumpet MF, Maynard Ferguson model. Just super light, just, hey, how do we get to a double C and just, like Cyclops when he takes off his sunglasses just melt people. Except he points the trumpet and just decimates. So what a fun treat to watch this video. This is Maynard Ferguson. This is a godfather of high notes on the trumpet. Just so good. So well known. Let's watch. I do just have to ask about the clothing. We watched the previous one. Everyone, the clothing is all like loose and just looks super comfortable, like they're wearing PJ. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. But the karate belt. Karate belts are insane. I mean, they're tight, right? It's like that rifle squad at the cemetery in the military doing honors. They're all pulling the trigger at the same time. Super tight, man. That does not happen by accident. Okay. All right. I do have to point something out. Don't do this. All right. Can you see my mouse going around his embouchure? Can you see how hard he's pressing that metal into his face? Scotty Barnhart is another one. Like when he's not playing, you can actually, like, part of his lip pops out because he's used so much pressure over the years. Oh, don't do this. And he's got like a super shallow mouthpiece, but hey, listen, we're just about weaponizing the upper register. Just fucking get up there and rock and roll. I don't know. Can you tell if it's 70s or not? I'm having a hard time trying. Are we sure we're in the 70s? Well, here we go. Wait for it. Woo! That right there. That's what sells 1 million albums. Okay, so listen, guys, listen. All this body gyrating, this is him selling it. That's this. Just for the record, there's no secret technique here he's employing. He's just fucking selling it. I love it. It's like watching Nick Cage overact. Now you got to understand, man, there's nobody doing this at the time. This guy is the pioneer. No one's doing this shit. They played high notes, sure, but this dude is just, like I said, Cyclops when he takes off his glasses and just an energy beam goes forward, destroying everything in front of its path. That's Maynard Ferguson playing the trumpet man, and it's awesome. It's awesome. There's no denying it, right? But what I'd like to do, and I'm kind of vamping just a little bit here. All right, I'm vamping just a little bit here. I'm trying to think. Trumpet, Star Trek. This is I forget his name. Eric Miyashiro. Okay, so I'm gonna queue up something here. Eric Miyashiro. All right, this guy is great. I'm just queuing. All right, so I think I got it queued. Eric Miyashiro. Okay, so if you're like, okay, people that follow Maynard Ferguson, you know, their technique, who's like, okay, if Maynard's version 1.0 of that type of playing, who's 2.0? And I would argue Eric is definitely one of those people. Now, he's going to play the theme of Star Trek, but as he starts to go into the upper register, listen to his tone. Listen to how he does it. Okay? Listen to how he sounds. I would argue that this is 2.0. So I got it queued. Let's rock and roll. Attention, Star Trek fans. You're going to have a ball here. All right, so notice there's none of these gyrating actions, right? Let's just take a moment. Okay, let's just dial it back. Okay, so I'm going to pause right here. He is using a shallow mouthpiece. He's using a let's get up into the stratosphere shallow ass mouthpiece. He's not going to get a big, thick tone. He doesn't care about that. He is all about drilling those upper register notes. That's what's going on here, right? He raises his trumpet vertically, takes a breath, has nothing to do with it. The fact that his hips are so forward and he's still able to do what he does, pretty amazing, if I'm honest, because I'm a big Alexander technique fan, which means like your hips are over your legs, your spine is over your hips, and then your head, shoulders, they're all aligned, and it's all out of fucking whack here, but this guy's still slaying. Gotta love this sweeping shot, right? Like just be in the moment here. Yes. Okay, so that's interesting. This never worked well for me. I don't know why, but he empties his spit valve by opening it and shaking the trumpet. Watch. That never, I don't know. Maybe I just produce more saliva, but that is not, no, that is not going to do the trick. You're going to hear bubbles if I just do that. And that's the other thing about brass instruments. You play them and you spit in them. But then what happens? You know, you just like, there's no carpet. There's going to be a little puddle of like drops down here. It's just for us to doing business, I guess. Okay, so Exhibit A, he just fucking drills the notes, right? There's no gyrating. He just fucking drills it. Beautiful tone. I mean, 10 out of 10. Again, his hips going forward, that should not work that well. There's just weirdos that they get away with shit, and this is one of those guys. Don't throw your hips forward. It's the exact opposite of the Alexander technique, guys. Oh, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but it's just gorgeous playing. Tone, altitude. Oh. I mean, he's hitting some really impressive notes here. You probably don't even need to press your finger buttons down to hit them. That's such the frequency inside the horn is so close. Actually, I don't think he's hitting any finger buttons. I never noticed that before. Yeah, he's just lipping it all. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Back it up. We talked about earlier when Adam was playing his clarinet concerto number 2. He licked inside the mouthpiece, but the outside he could grab. There, he just absolutely dried everything. Just dried everything. And he's licking his chops. So now the outside, what's happening here, right, is the outside, not the inside, but the outside of the lips. They're going to grab the mouthpiece so that inside he can control better. There's a real grab there. That's how I prefer. And he's basically half and half as well, top and bottom lip. It's all theatrics, man. This like thrusting your hips forward and shit. Don't do this. Then the only thing you're left to do is clap. And that's how exciting as you. Now you know why fucking Maynard was gyrating. not kid yourself. Every trumpet player on God's green earth wants to be able to do what he just did right here. Oh my God, the energy, the ability to do that, man. That is why you take lessons. That is why we're having our conversation tonight. I'm giving you guys keys and glimpses into how to do all of this. I've unlocked a few things. It's pretty fun to be able to do that shit. It adds a lot of energy to whatever you're doing, but also being able to play low and with beautiful tone and in tune, all that. But man, we just Maynard watching Eric here. There's a reason why they're so exciting to watch and why they're booked and all of that, because people want to experience that now. All right. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you, do you guys remember somebody that I asked you to keep track of? I'm going to find a still. I got it. Oh man, I'm good. Dude, I'm good. I'm so good. We're going to revisit Birdland here. Okay. We're revisiting. There we go. Got it added to stage. All right. This cat right here. This cat right here. I told you to keep an eye on him. Remember? For anyone that may be a Burn Notice fan. Right? You're like, Burn Notice? Well, this is when I thought it was Zag. What's going on with this? Well. You may remember a certain actor named Mr. Bruce Campbell. Whenever he used a false identity, anyone? Chuck Finley. That's right. Chuck Finley was his secret identity, and that is who this is. Boys and girls and children of all ages. So what we're going to do is we are going to bring up Chuck. We're going to fast forward a couple decades here, and he is going to play one of the most consequential, beautiful, amazing. I'm trying to think of any other words to describe. So this is via 2002. Okay, so the video we watched, that last screenshot, that was in the 70s, right? Probably, if I had to guess, 15 to 20 years prior, right? If I was to do my research on the album, I would dial it in, but I'm lazy. So here's Chuck Finley, right? So James Last, this is his orchestra. James Last had for decades this orchestra, which if the strings were playing something, the brass would be up and dancing. If the brass were playing something, the strings would be up and dancing. It'd be like a really, this James Last is the reason I got back into playing the trumpet after college. They have so much fun, so beautiful. Well, here's a solo, right? So this is Chuck about to nail it. This is Nature Boy. Boys and girls, children of all ages, invite anybody. Take the next minute. I'm going to vamp. I'm going to give you some prep time, all right? Take this moment. Anybody that plays the trumpet, anybody that likes music. This is 4 minutes and 48 seconds, this video. I will stop as you have seen me. I've got to point things out because this is not just watch videos and be a buddy. I'm trying to teach you guys things and encourage people to play the trumpet, pick up their instruments again. And this James Last, go down a rabbit hole. We're going to watch a few of these. Got a couple videos as we come in for landing. Well, we're not quite there yet. We're on the glide path. We're finally like descending in this stream, I would say. Unless other strokes of genius present themselves. Okay, so here's Chuck Finley, right? Nature Boy, James Last. The dude that would normally play this injured himself, right? And the dude that injured himself, I'm blanking, but he played every trumpet, da-da-da-da, on James Bond. Derek Watkins, it came to me. From Dr. No to Skyfall, every single Bond soundtrack, he's a trumpet player on. He was normally doing what you're about to hear Chuck do. So James called him, and he's going to explain it. Chuck answered the call, and Nature Boy, it's so good. I think I've vamped long enough. Bring in your friends, your Romans, your countrymen, because you're going to have your socks knocked off, especially you trumpet players. Welcome aboard. Here we go. Just so you know, they're just getting warmed up. They've not hit their stride, not even close. All right, so just to analyze his playing a little here, there's a real pop. There's a real pop to his playing, right? There's a real pop. It just, there's a sweetness to it. There's an intensity and like a pop to it. So as you're listening to different trumpet players, you can kind of pick them out as well. Dude, he's hitting those notes, man. Oh, I just want to hit again. Let's go. Okay, so I want to pause here. We're going to hear him struggle with a note later. And I actually think, I'm like, don't gyrate, don't do this. I actually think him bending forward was actually a technique to make sure this note came out. Like, you've got your bag of tricks. You don't do it all the time, but if you need it, you got it. And that was that. Because you're going to hear him like miss a high note, then go back for it. He's about to miss this one, then he'll go back up. You heard that, right? See what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's got his own line of like mouthpieces and everything. Like he's easily one of the best in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Finley. Mr. Chuck. Oh, so good. This guy. We're going to see more from him in just a bit. I just want to make sure that we're giving him just credit, man, because he really pulled a rabbit out of his hat for that one. Not to say he wouldn't, but you're hearing the difference now, right? Between Adam Rappa, between, Alfredo. We're hearing the difference between Chuck here and everybody that we've kind of come across, right? Freddie Hubbard, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of things, Minozo Brass, kind of going down the line here, just giving you a little bit of a tasting, right? Like, okay, we're at a banquet. These are just some really yummy tastes that you can have. And that is absolutely one of the cases here today. So, all right, we've got 1, 2 remaining as far as clips that I have for you. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to take another break. We will be back shortly, and then we will rock into that. Now, it is very important that you understand these songs are available to my subscribers, $2 on X. We have a great time. I have a whole album. You can listen to these anytime you would wish to do so, should you like. But I shall be back shortly. It's the weekend. Time to let loose, amigos. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back again. My CTD album available to my subscribers. Okay, so now what we're going to do, guys and gals, on X, I should say, we are going to enlighten you. It's time to talk Chet Baker. If you talk to most trumpet players, if you're like, hey, I really want to play a church hymn, I really want to just sound good, I really wish, what is desirable to achieve as a proficient trumpet player is 100% Chet Baker here. Now, he's playing a flugelhorn, which is thicker, denser than a trumpet. Just like Chuck Mangione feels so good. He plays a flugelhorn. It's a thicker, but he actually makes it almost sound like a sweet trumpet. If I'm honest. Ooh, we might need to play some Chuck, eh? So let's do some Chet here. I'm open to it, right? I can talk myself into anything here. Big welcome to 160 people checking out the stream on X and on YouTube. Combined, guys, if you'd like to say something in the live stream chat, please do. I will bring up your chat just like so. Welcome in on YouTube, on X. Hello and welcome, friends. We're happy to do that. Otherwise, this will be a video for the annals of history on trumpet playing on those platforms. All right. Well, let's talk Chet Baker. I don't know this video really well, but I may skip around, but just to let you know, we're going to talk Chet because, man, you can't talk trumpet and not say, hey, we want to be like Chet. Just don't do as much heroin as him. He lost his livelihood, his teeth. He had to learn to play with dentures. Very sad. Basically, if Marlon Brando learned how to play the trumpet, this is what it would look like.
Time after time.
Oh, he's already started losing his teeth.
I tell myself that I'm so lucky.
All right, so we're moving forward to his playing. I've never heard someone make playing the trumpet or flugelhorn so easy. It's just you are listening. I'm serious when I say this. Something magical is happening right now. And as you can see, right, complete opposite of Maynard Ferguson, right? We don't need to go into the upper register. We're just going to play pretty right down here. I'd also argue that people that hate jazz, they're like, oh, improvisation is so listen to Chet, man. He makes it a delight. It's like there's a puffy cloud for every note, right? Just there's a puffy cloud. It's puffy. This little beautiful, just Mario landing on the cloud perfectly. Just the note is puffy, cloudy, beautiful, thick tone. got to be honest, I don't recall him puffing out his cheeks. That's some, yeah, don't do this. That's some Dizzy Gillespie shit. And it might be him compensating in some way for losing teeth. I'm not sure, but don't fucking puff your cheeks out like that. One thing I never learned to do is circular breathing. And he may be, if I was to say I know why he's doing that, is because there's a way to like hold a whole note for like once you run out of breath, then you push the air out through your mouth while you're inhaling through your nose, refilling your lungs, and then rebreathing through your mouth. And there's not any interruption in the breath. That's the only thing I can think is like weirdly going on here as far as technique, because that's wild. So what you just heard him do there is indicative of relaxation. Your chops are not tight. When you can do like those that's called a lip bend, right? It's not vibrato. That's like, yeah, like you're going down to a different note. You're lipping it down and back up. That is like, that's how you know somebody's got like really good chops there. I'm sure it's definitely locked on. And I should say the other thing, having to lip up and down with this equipment until like Monet, I would say until like the mid 2000s, trumpet technology hadn't changed in like 100 years. Dave Monette was like starting in the early 80s. Oh, you had to like, if you would like to play soft, your head, it would have to go up and stay in tune. If you had to, go higher to high C, your head would go down. You have to do all these like technique, body gymnastics with the trumpet just to like, it was not your friend for a lot of technique. So he's overcoming a lot of shit that most people would really fight, but he's making look real easy, if I'm honest. That might be the highest he goes. So he's missing his left front tooth here, right? So he's probably got the pressure on his mouth, mainly on the one tooth. So that he's doing some insane amount of compensating here. It's quite something, if I'm honest. Again, I remember telling you just a bit ago, he actually, ended up having to get dentures. So he had to learn how to play trumpet without applying too much pressure that would dislodge his dentures. something I want to point out. His sound out of the bell is not overcoming the sound he's pressing the pistons. That's something I don't know. I don't want to overstate how great his tone is and how soft it is. It could be how it's mic'd, but as he's changing notes, you're hearing the note change, but you're hearing like the especially for those of you with your headphones in, like I recommended, you're hearing like the clicks. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh man, that's so much good stuff. Chet Baker, man, it's like, it's so sad. He was so good, but he was so battled so many demons, man. The demons, that was the hard thing to watch. You can, go and see later on in his life. I'll leave it to you if you want to do that. Over to you, whatever. But I don't want to display that here because it's very sad to me. It makes me bummed, if I'm honest. So to get us out of that bummed notion, what we're going to do is Feels So Good. I told you I could talk myself into anything. So we're going to watch a little bit, not the 9-minute version. Come on. Feels So Good. Okay, so this is 1978. Ooh, this should be fun, guys. So Feels So Good. I mean, you guys know this tune. I'm not telling you anything you do not know here. No way, Jose. So here's Chuck Mangione. Feels So Good. He used his thing was his using a flugelhorn. So it's not a trumpet, right? Which is why it sounds sweeter. But boy, he wrote it in an upper register. And later in his life, he struggled hitting like the high C and stuff. But man, back in his prime, like we're about to watch, this song just ripped through our culture like a tornado. So much so, King of the Hill, right? Chuck Mangione lived, was it a Walmart or something? Feel free to say hi in the chat in YouTube or on X. Let's go. Here's Chuck Mangione with Feels So Good.
Mangione is the master of fusion music. He combines great melodies and hot rhythms to form an exciting musical experience. His latest album, Feels So Good, has just gone platinum. So here's Chuck Mangione, who will make you feel so good.
Damn, girl. Way to sell that. Woo. This song makes me feel so happy. This is a feel so good, feel so happy. If you're not in any way a better mood after watching this or listening to this, that is a you problem. So automatically right off the bat, you're hearing how it's a way thicker sound, right? Way thicker sound. Yeah, that's because it's a flugelhorn. It's not a trumpet. That's why it looks bigger. It's a flugelhorn. It's meant to be thicker, more smoky for sure. And when you have your horn that close to the mic, I mean, you're pro, right? You miss it, you don't, but man, there's no hiding mistakes. And that's part of the challenge that we saw these people tonight do, right? If you make a mistake, right? Oh, only the whole world's going to hear. How do you not let that live in your head, take up bandwidth from your current being in the present, trying to play notes now? Ooh. That's up there. For a flugelhorn back in the day that with that equipment, that's pretty fucking upper register. I'm sure someone out there knows what kind of guitar that is. I don't. I know nothing about guitars. Maybe a Gibson Les Paul, maybe. You know what I mean? It's just a damn good tune, eh? I gotta be honest, I wish that the sax and Chuck were not going at it. It's like either one or the other solo. There's no reason both of you should be soloing right now. I wonder if somebody went off the reservation. You're not hearing either one of them real well. What a tragedy here. I gotta be honest, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like Chuck's painting all over the upper register. This guy's like doing his thing on the sax. Like, what? Was there not a conversation before the song? I'm very confused. Now they're in sync, right? That's fine, but like, yeah, Chuck's obviously was feeling good that night. He was fresh. Chuck was fresh. Not the first Chuck we've seen tonight. That was Chuck. Mangione's so good, man. Cultural song, right? Like, I mean, everyone hears that. We're like, oh, I know that. It is not lost on me. I know what's going on. Word up. Chuck Mangione. Again, it just kind of bums me. It's like the Sax and him were doing battle. And no one won. It was like a draw. If you watched an MMA fight, it was a draw. Nobody, like, whatever, came out on top. All right. Speaking of coming out on top, always and forever, James Last does that. So I'm going to do something really weird. I'm going to like rewind time back to the 70s in James Last. All right. I want to give you like a full force blast of like, what was his orchestra back when cocaine was a pre-workout, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm not saying anybody did cocaine, right? But you've got, who did I say was on trumpet? Derek Watkins. He's rocking and rolling here. This is called Latin America. Very catchy tune, right? I get it. It's older, but I'm doing a smorgasbord here for you tonight. And James Last had an unbelievably positive impact. Like I said, I picked after years. I picked up my instrument after watching his orchestra. So these guys will always have a place in my heart, young or old, man. Fucking great. Let's go. James Last, Latin America. The only funny thing to look out for is when they do the, what do they call it? Not the xylophone. I guess it's a xylophone. The mic hits it. Anyways, James Last, young, energetic, svelte James Last, and his orchestra just killing it. The brass, everybody listen to what's going on here. These are high caliber musicians. And be inspired. Pick up that instrument again. Let's go. That energy, man. I shit you not. It's a high schooler. You hear this, and you're like, I can't do that. And I want to do it so bad. Man, I just, unless you're a brass player, it's really hard to convey. It really is. It's so awesome. And also, how many of us want to butterfly our collars again? Just saying, it's only a matter of time before that shit makes its way around again. That smile says it all. That smile. I mean, these trumpet brass players, it's just like a Jedi fucking, Jedi lightsaber fight of energy. Just going. Cyclops, just energy. Does that not look like Ted DiBiase? Just going to throw it out there. Before he's the $1 Million Man. So you see what I'm saying, right? Like the woodwind, not the woodwinds, but the strings, they're like singing, like they freak, whatever. So whenever the brass is doing their thing, the orchestra has a ball playing every song, man. It's so cool. And they're all having so much fun. Who doesn't want to have this much fun? got to be honest. We're going to have a moment here. We're just going to stop. I want to replay this solo. And then I'll talk about what captivates me. All right, so what captivates me about this is his vibrato. I don't know what it is. Anyone else? Just me? It's like you've got all of this going on. You hear the drums, you hear the other brass, you hear like this, that, the other. You got all this energy, but in the middle of all that, I feel like I'm in the middle of a hurricane. And it's like, and you've got all this energy around you. And in this like 1 second, wait for it, another 1 second, you're in the eye of the hurricane. You have all this energy around you. We have like this moment of zen. Let me run it back. I mean, tell me if you guys think the same way or not. Like it just, and that's fine. If I'm the only guy, cool. That's cool. But that's what music does, right? Like that's what watching this, it could be a trombone. I'm playing this because of trumpets, but I'm pulling aside this trombone player being like, guys, this is pretty fucking cool, man. Anyone else? Just me? By the way, welcome to 200 people watching this live. I can pull up your comments willy-nilly and we can interact. If there's any questions, comments, or demands you have on X or on YouTube, let me know. We can rock and roll. But yeah, all right, we'll let it rip after this. I'm sorry. I just had to park here and explain why it was special to me. As a musician, it just hits me. And, that's okay. Okay, so we talked about microphones not being far away, and you can't hide mistakes. So you heard Derek do one, but then you got to soldier on and see if you can find it. So I flubbed it, but no big deal. Bet you never thought an accordion could sound so cool. All right, I'm not going to lie. I've got to think that's where Anchorman got its inspiration from, for him to pull the flute out of his sleeve and magically be able to do a jazz concert as a flautist. All right, so here comes some badass percussion. This is actually a really great solo. I'm so sad they're not showing who it is. Why are you showing who it is? Oh, they must have fucking hated this guy. There's some malice in that. Oh, this is what I meant. Oh, this is awesome. This is fucking rad. This guy not only plays the tom-toms, but he blows a whistle. We all wish we could live our best lives like this guy. Oh, we're going back. We're going back. You think we're not going back? You are sorely mistaken. Dude, where has the whistle gone? When in an orchestra environment have we seen tom-toms? Maybe in America, I don't know, marching bands? You don't see tom-toms in an orchestra, let alone I'm going to blow whistle and make it more awesome. Dude, we need more of this. Yeah, every woman in that building just got pregnant. Whether it's Chuck Mangione, whether it is whatever the case, Chuck Mangione, whether it's James Last, watching that, there is no reason if something is old to write it off. I have absolutely solidified any and all reason for that to be the case, that you should never, ever, ever, ever write something off as old and is not worth listening to. So hopefully that's been the lesson here tonight. Okay, so we're going to take one last break and then we're going to come back into our closing video. I want to give it my full attention. Glad you guys are here. If you guys want to have full access to all of my CTD album tunes, all you have to do is subscribe for $2 on X, 8 quarters. Man, there's like 15 songs. 11 or 12 are now behind the paywall. Well worth it. This is one of them. Happy weekend. Let's let loose, baby.
we can breathe. Baby, that's what we came here to need. Late train humming down the block, bass line thumping like a ticking clock. Red cup glow and a half-lit smile. Everything feels better for a while. And if tomorrow comes too soon, we'll need it when we need it too. Right now the moment's made for two, so let it move through me and you. Let loose, let the night come alive. Let loose, feel that heartbeat drive. No deadlines, no cold blue screens, just us and a little time between. Let loose, let the music rise. Let loose, under neon skies. We can laugh, we can dance, we can breathe. Baby, that's what we came here to need. Hey! The weekend is here, let loose. And for a little while, we do.
I am having more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. CTD here, critically thinking and drinking at your service. G'day, everyone. How you going? Good to see you all. Glad to have everyone aboard. So this is my 2.0 CTD experience, my podcast that is on YouTube and X. Excited to expand to YouTube, expanded past 100 subscribers on YouTube today. So excited for that. But man, we're going to be offering more content and excited to do so. StreamYard is making that one of those things that's easier to edit. It does the editing for me, especially for shorts, which is nice and very cool. So if you have any questions, comments, demands, do so and on X or on YouTube, and I'll be able to respond. If it's after the fact, I look forward to interacting on the replies, whether on X or on YouTube, in the video replies, where this shall live. I'm so glad and grateful to be able to bring the trumpet to you. I'm sharing with you people that I believe are at the peak. They're doing great things and explaining along the way why it's great, right? It's going to require hard work to learn 10,000 hours to become, an expert on something. Trumpet is absolutely one of those instruments. It's just, if you don't do it, if you don't practice, right? Let's say you play the piano or the guitar. You can hit a note on a piano or a guitar after 4 months of never playing. You can hit it. It's fine. Trumpet, you can't do that. You have to build up muscle, technique, all of that. There's so many barriers to entry. Brass instruments, very difficult. So tonight, as I show you excellence in trumpet playing and musicianship, hopefully there's a healthy respect for that, especially as we go into this last video. This is James' last again. Special place in my heart. This takes place after the world of music. This is Over the Rainbow, and this has Chuck Finley and 3 other trumpet players. I really don't want to interrupt it, but I'm obligated to, as I want to, need to point cool stuff out. But this is at Prince Albert Hall. Royal AH London 2000. This is 2007. So I just want to put it up there. This is a great, oh my God, video. But Over the Rainbow, James Last, Chuck Finley, and other trumpet players. You are in for such a treat. You are so lucky you're catching this live or otherwise. I don't know how many other people are bringing something like this to you on a silver platter. I really don't. Okay. It's out of love for the trumpet that I'm doing this. So you're welcome. You're going to thank me in advance. Here we go. James Last, Chuck Finley and friends. Ooh, Over the Rainbow. Get ready to enjoy. This is awesome. We'll point out the strings are involved, everyone's involved. This is an all hands event. All right, so here's Chuck a few years later, right? You can tell it right away. You hear his trumpet playing that strut. That's like it's a dun 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 dun. There's like this like kind of messy vibrato way of going down. I do need to apologize to you. I'm not an improvisationalist. I can't tell you what scales they're doing, what, flat, this, that, the other. I'm not articulate enough only to say they're doing that. So you can tell Chuck, I'm going to just back it up here. I'm going to explain it and you'll hear it. Chuck's tone is more aggressive, right? It's like, it's more biting. And this other dude, it's definitely more mellow. See what I'm talking about? There's that biting. How about that presentation, eh? Like the overshot here, we're not going to focus so much on the vocals or just right here. Like that's not a traditional orchestra. If you're being, conducted by John Williams, for instance, that's not going to be a thing. Ah. And what a fun organization. James Last. And there's no one like him right now. That's the shitty thing. There's no one putting this together. There's no one going on tour doing the same thing. He only did it for 40 years. How is there no protege? What a travesty. Okay, now let's take a gander. So he might, this is a custom mouthpiece, right? You can tell there's a tilt. This is not like straight. This is tilted to where he likes to hold his head and then he wants his trumpet to be up, probably a little bit of the Alexander technique. But what I can tell you for free, this is a shallow ass mouthpiece. There's not a huge cup here. So if he's looking for range, he's going to find it easy. I'm actually very, very surprised he's getting the rich sound out of his trumpet he is, if I'm honest. Like his bell must have to have weight. Something's going on. Or this is fucking heavy as shit. It's like, a 3-pound mouthpiece, but I don't know. That might be it. It's shallow, but heavy as shit. Chuck's has even been. All right, so they got the same wizard. That's different from the last time we saw him. It's different. It's about to get jazzy. Guys, gals, if you've never experienced this, I'm so excited for you right now. This is so good. Oh, it's so good. This is so fun. And what you're going to notice is these band members, I know you don't know this, but I do. These string members, the band members I'm seeing, even the last one from Latin America, like 20 years, 30 years ago, they're old and in this band still. This is how awesome James Last was. He kept talent that long. That is a really hard thing to do, man. All right, so here you're going to see some hot shit trumpet playing. Get ready. Here it comes. All right, hold on. Let me just back up. I can't say for sure. All right, so this guy right here, he might have been, right? I sat a minute on his vibrato. I think that's him. To my point that James Last kept talent. Yeah, I'm not convinced that he hit the note he wanted to up there. I'm pretty sure he made lemonade out of lemons. But that's the life of a professional musician. Dude, you're in front of Prince Albert Hall, fellow trumpet player. Dude, there's so much shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even convinced those are great slots, right? He's got a shallow fucking mouthpiece. He cracks a lot of notes. Let's listen. Yeah, I mean, it's like he hits the high note, but then it's a fucking slip and slide on the way down. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. And I'm not begrudging them, but like, okay, I see how shallow your mouthpiece is. Like, I know you're trying to buy here, man, and that's range. Range and endurance, I should be more specific. Dude, that drummer, holy shit. He's working overtime. Now, notice, wow, we're missing him. I don't know his name, but like for decades, he was doing his thing. But yeah, now this, let's call him Hans. Our friend Hans. It looks like a Hans. Hans is on the drums. Oh, it's so warm and inviting. So, as much as I'm criticizing the shit out of the trumpet playing, let me just back it up and just make sure you understand. I just want everyone to bask in what's happening here. All right, so now it's going to get emotional. This is beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, James Last. If you've not ever listened to any of his albums or watched any of his concerts, oh boy, you really, really do need to. I'm making and calling an audible. I need you to understand I'm putting my ego aside here. Doing this, okay? I'm gonna end on this. Oh, if you only knew. Just I'm pulling it up. One sec, guys. Yeah, it's one. Man. All right. So what you guys need to understand is I'm doing this because I think it benefits trumpet players everywhere. The performance I'm about to display is one of the greatest performances from one of the trumpet players I respect the least. But it's that good. So it's, I feel, an act of integrity to honor this performance. And the performance I'm looking to honor before I, let the cat out of the bag. Let me give certain things. Number one, thank you for everyone that's following on YouTube and watching. I surpassed 100 subscribers today. Awesome. On X, thank you everyone for that. Appreciate your following. And those that are subscribing on X for $2. And we've got, you have access to my CTD album, but also we're doing a Tombstone watch party. If you haven't noticed, Doc Holiday, Val Kilmer is my PFP. So next space, subscriber watch party tomorrow, which is Saturday. For everybody else watching this after the fact, means nothing to you. So let me just get back to it. Chris Bodie. Great. I'm just going to focus on this performance. Guys, gals, you're going to watch football players tear up at this. He's going to play the national anthem. There's going to be some piano. Beautiful. He's got like a 1940s trumpet. I'm not sure the model to make. He's made it work for him, though. Beautiful. So we began this trumpet CTD experience podcast episode with the national anthem with Adam Rappa. Let's end it with a national anthem. I think that's a good bookend with Chris Bodie. So let me bring it up. I am not going to interrupt it. We're just going to let it play. I'll make comments at the end. Then we'll bow out. So much fun. Man, we're at 2 hours and 40 minutes tonight here. We've been rocking and rolling on the trumpet thing. So grateful to have over 220 people check this out live. This will be on YouTube and X as a vid and much more than that. Chris Bodie. Here we go. Not going to interrupt. I'm just going to let it rip. Enjoy.
Your hats. Presenting our colors are members of the Teaneck Police Department. Please remain standing and join Grammy Award-winning artist Chris Bodie as he performs our national anthem.
Okay, so let's talk about this. I don't have a whole lot. I want to find the moment where I'd like to think it ceased becoming everyone's national anthem and then became Chris's. Just a second. So, like, once he starts doing little diddles, it starts, like, it begins. So he does a little bend, little trill. I think it begins here where he's dun dun dun. I think that's where he owns everyone. In my opinion, this is where he begins to own everyone. It's not nefarious, it's just he does. So, like, okay, let's erase what we just heard. Let's clear it out of our cranium. And let's just listen. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I feel like it's at this moment, right? You just like, whatever the brainwashing. It sounds so bad. No, but Chris says, hey, guys, I have a take on this. And come with me, I think is the most generous take. Hey guys, come with me. Let's go. Let's go with that thought. It's so gentle. It's like it's different, but it's gentle. It's like you're petting a dog. Come here, boy. Another like Brana. Just like I'm gonna own a little bit of this. I'm not gonna, it's not about me, right? That's the thing. There's not enough here. Be like, oh, it's about Chris Bodie. No, it's like just enough to make you. I'm gonna pull another heartstring. I mean, at this point, everyone's like lulled. We're lulled into Chris's world where, like it or not, we're just fucking lulled. Like, I just feel like we're, you can have the highest of God, but at the end of it, you're like, oh, shit, this is great. So clearly, and I've listened to this dozens of times. At least the first 5 times I listened to this, my eyeballs were leaking like this. Easy. Fucking great national anthem. So he hits that in tune, let's be honest. Okay, so he's not going super high, but he's ish. Right? But this is the beauty of playing the trumpet, and you can bring some high notes with some beauty. Who doesn't want someone to feel like this? Oh, beautiful. All right, now I'm going to warn you. This final note is abomination. He finally pulls it up, but not great. But it's a demonstration of the lack of trumpet technology. Mouthpiece, trumpet, something. Chris is OG, and he's having to do everything in his power to salvage whatever he just did, the spell he just cast. He just almost completely fucked it up. This is a high E, by the way. He gets there. He didn't start there, but he gets there. He didn't start there, but he gets there. Right? Awesome. Guys, gals, over 220 of you checking this out live. This is going to be a video on YouTube and X. So glad you guys are here. Listen, this is my background. We got the Wanted back here. We got this, the Sheriff Star, the Mayor. We're so glad that you checked out tonight. Thank you for coming out to my streams, CTD Experience, Talking Trumpet. Man, how long are we on for? Oh, almost 3 hours. Good videos, good breakdown. So happy to look forward to everyone's reactions in the replies on X and comments on YouTube. This is mighty late. Not a lot going on live as far as comments on X and YouTube. So we're going to rely on the comments and replies after the fact. Guys, have a great night. Thanks, everyone, for watching. There was several hundred that checked it out. We had a lot of fun. And now you get to experience the guys, I'm telling you right now. Right? Go to my timeline, right? Go to my timeline. I have a CTD album available, okay? This closing time, last call, is one of those songs, right? I've not made public. Time to enjoy. I've got a CTD album of great songs. If you don't believe it, go on my timeline. I released one of them into the wild tonight. Actually, let me take a look so I don't lead you astray. Just going back down. Hold on. Just making sure I got it. Life comes at you fast. Life comes at you fast. All right. So slow down. Life comes at you fast. Slow down. That's my newest song that's available to everyone. You're welcome. You're welcome. We have a great time here, man. So I want you to know, I need to tell you my chops so that you're not like, oh, what is they do? Oh, no, this album, what's it? Dude, I know what I'm doing. It's fucking great. Tomorrow we got a Tombstone, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. X-Space, Crit Crew, which is my subscribers, X-Space watch party for the movie. So we are locked and loaded for this weekend. Have a great one. Thank you for coming out. And here it is, last call, available to my subscribers if they choose to put 8 quarters into the machine, otherwise known as $2 on X. Hey, guys, gals, thanks for showing up. We'll catch you on the flip side. Until next time, I'm CTD, critically thinking and drinking. G'day. How you going? We'll catch you on the timeline.
low. The bartender's ready to go. I'm sitting here with one last glass, watching the lonely hours pass. It's last call, yeah, the party's through. Just me and my memories of you. One more round for the road ahead, with all the words we never said. Just me and my memories of you. One more round for the road ahead, with all the words we never said. Last call, just one